Hey guys, so I feel like I look wilder on camera than I do in person. Ever since I have kind of let up on the hair dye, my natural wave slash curl slash whatever this is has returned, which is fine. It's just a little bit of an adjustment to get used to. Also, I started using a different foundation every couple days, and I don't think that's helping my skin, so I'm trying to just let it breathe today. And I put some products on it to hopefully help, but I have no idea. So, welcome to our week 17 pregnancy update. So I am up 5 pounds total. I do think I'm very moody. I've been very moody lately. I feel like it's hard to attribute things to just pregnancy when there's just so much going on in the world right now, you know, and I feel like anytime you watch the news or anything like that, you're being inundated by things and it's hard to just keep chugging along and not be affected by it. So I do think it's a bit tough. I feel like there's a lot of things like undercurrents going on, and I think they're making life a little bit trickier than it typically is. That's how I feel anyway, as a teacher and a parent, so I don't know. Anyways, for week 17 of pregnancy, yes, so increased moodiness, still indigestion in the evenings in particular, but sometimes during the day as well. As far as cravings, I feel like I've been really thirsty, and I still am loving sweets, so I usually have a popsicle every night before bed. I'm still doing the dark chocolate at lunch. So there are obviously some sweets that I'm integrating into my routine that I am craving. But I also find myself occasionally craving things that are kind of, I guess I would call them like savory. So things that are more richly flavored than what I usually like. If you know me, I'm a pretty plain person. And so I don't do things that are super flavorful and wild. So I feel like I've been craving more exciting things and flavorful things lately, which I think is kind of unusual for me. I have been a little bit tired, but again, I think that's just the body and the pregnancy. It's not the same fatigue as it was during the first trimester. My hair, like I was saying, in addition to the waves that I don't always have, sometimes they're just frizz and I just straighten it. So not dyeing it, I think, and maybe pregnancy are playing a role in that. It's also much fuller than it usually is, which is really nice. It makes me think of growing it a little bit longer during these months, just because it has more body to it, and I have a bit more, there's a bit more I can do with it than normally, so I know that that's pregnancy and the prenatals. For my belly, I wanted to tell you, my grandma gave me this. She picked this up and I've been using it. It's Trader Joe's coconut body butter. It smells delicious. Like, it smells like, I mean, coconut and like vanilla, like cake icing that I'm like rubbing on my belly. So I certainly wouldn't do it before going outside in the bug, you know. But anyway, it smells delightful, and it really, I feel like it's not greasy, but it does stay on there a while. Like, I feel like it moisturizes for longer than just the moment you put it on. Skin breaking out, I am doing, you know, I'm using skincare in the hopes that it will alleviate some of these issues, so I don't know if they would be substantially worse if I wasn't using it, or if I'm just kind of fighting an uphill battle, because I know sometimes even when you use products for things like this, it's not like a super cure that just fixes it and it's done. I do feel like during this pregnancy, the weight that I'm gaining and the shape of my body is a little bit different. I should show you, I guess. So it's not a huge belly, but I feel like the weight distribution is kind of all over the place. I feel like I'm getting thicker. I always get some thickness here when I put on any weight, even if it's only a couple pounds. I see it in my face and my like neck area, but I feel like I am getting it in my thighs, obviously my chest, and things like that. So I don't think it's just exclusively going to the belly. I feel like my last pregnancy, even though it was a girl as well, I feel like it was mostly belly. Like, my belly is just really, it was really big. it felt really big. I felt like it looked really big, but I didn't think that I had really gained much anywhere else, whereas this time I feel like I'm only 17 weeks and it's really distributing around. Headaches. I do also, sometimes I'll be on the ground playing with Liz and then I'll get up very quickly and I will get like some dizziness in my head. I know that's a symptom of this time because of the blood flow and the possibility of dehydration. You're supposed to really try to stay hydrated, you know, as much as possible. So I am drinking tons of water and peeing all the time. So that's great. I have an upcoming ultrasound, 2 ultrasounds. One of them is the usual anatomy one where it kind of takes a while because they're mapping out and they like measure the baby's legs and arms and head and body and all that fun stuff. But I also have an extra one because I'm on Prozac. I didn't have this last time. It's a cardiography. So apparently there is a less than 1% chance that if you are on something like Prozac, it could affect the baby's heart. Great. Because I don't have enough mom guilt, just for life as it is. But anyways, it's possible. So they like to do something, I think it's between 22 and 24 weeks of pregnancy, that they like to do this and just double check that the heart is developing the way that it should be and that they don't see anything that could be problematic or that, you know, that they can just be aware of for later on. And then I have the blood work as well. Guys, thank you so much and I will see you next week.